mentioned that MJ called you up and
Try to squash the beef with me and 50.
yeah, but
That was weird as man.
yeah, what was that conversation like?
It's like, this ain't how I want to meet Michael Jackson or talk to Michael Jackson. Like, I kind of felt like Mike was on some like lame shit, like who sent you type. But at the same time, it was like, you know that voice, Michael Jackson's voice that you hear all the time, like, oh yeah.
Is it all right if I come down there and sing to you?
Like that wasn't talking like that. Like like it was like low key deep. You could still tell it was Michael Jackson, but it was like more like, I don't know, like Game It's Michael. Like that. It wasn't like Game It's Michael. Like he wasn't talking like that. It was like regular, but like his voice. And first this dude called, I guess he was like, it sounded like an African, like British dude, because I could tell he's black. But he was like, you know, hey, gang, we've got Michael, and you know, he wants to talk to you. And I was like, I mean, like he was talking to me like I called them. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, Michael who? He's like, Michael Jackson. And I'm like, I'm in Canada on tour. I'm like, Michael Jackson want to talk about what? You know? And then he's like, give Mike 10 minutes. Can you hold for 10? I'm like, you calling me, bro? Asking me to hold. But anyway, it's Michael Jackson, so I'm holding the on. 10 minutes later, or maybe 7 or 8 minutes later, Mike comes on. He's like, hey, Game, it's Mike. And regular voice, still with the Michael Jackson-ish sound. And, you know, he talked about how much he loved, you know, How We Do when he listened to the album. And then so me, I'm like, in my mind, like Mike listening to like Dreams and like the album.
So beautiful. It's magical.
And then he actually was like quoting, you know, lyrics and you know, just like he knew about the album.
What lyrics was he quoting?
He quoted like how I did the countdown and you know, and it was my second verse, like no more fun and games, I think. I've been rapping for, you know. He was like, so you really been rapping for 9 months? And I was just like, yeah, man. And anyway, and he was like, you know, so I just want to get to, you know, what I want to talk to you about. And there I go making that voice that he wasn't making. But yeah, he was like, I think that you and 50 did, you know, great work, and that it would be a travesty if the world never got to hear you guys again. And he was like, is there any, you know, would you be open to like having a conversation and squashing that beef and doing a song for my album? I was like, for your album? And he was like, yeah, I want you and 50 on my album. And so we talked about it. And at that time I was so like in it with 50. I actually hated 50 and wanted to kill him at that time. And you probably, you know, had that same mutual feelings for me. But that's where Mike lost me. And I was just like, in my head, I was not open to doing that. And I can't remember how we ended the conversation or whatnot. I didn't tell Mike like, no, you know what I'm saying? But it never came to fruition. And I definitely wasn't down with that because I really felt like 50 tried to destroy me and I wasn't gonna be like Ja Rule, you know, and I hate that I got called it that because Ja's a cool dude. But yeah, because I was there when that whole, you know, I was a part of that whole, you know, the Murder Inc., you know, getting killed and shit at that time. But yeah, man, so.